Well, September 23rd, right? Where's the rapture? Having getting caught up with Jesus in the air, right? Probably watching this video right now and feeling rapture regret. This is rapture regret. This is what happens when people follow man and don't follow God. You probably quit your job. You'll probably sold your house or your possessions or your car or anything else. You give your money away because you're saying the rapture's gonna come and I don't even need it no more and everything. But now you're regretting, right, for following man instead of God. Remember in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 20 and 22, that when there's a prophet among you that's, he thinks from God, and they proclaim something and it doesn't come to pass, that it wasn't from God. It was from them. It was from their imaginations. It was, they spoke presumptuously, gibberish, what God didn't tell them to speak. And now probably the man, whose name is brother Joshua, he said that 23, 24, right? But God doesn't change his mind, because we read in Numbers that God is not like man, he doesn't change. We read that as well in the thing of Malachi, that God does not change. We read in James chapter 1 that God is like not this father of light, not sheep in shadows. God doesn't change, he remains the same. So the only one that changes is man. So probably you're regretting right now, saying, oh, well, how am I going to go back to work? I quit my job. Or how am I going to get a new car? I have no money for the car. How more am I going to live? I have no place to live. How am I going to live? I have no money at all. You see what happens when you follow man instead of the Jesus Christ? In John chapter 10, Jesus says, my sheep hear my voice and follow me. You weren't hearing Jesus' voice and the word of God. You were hearing man. Because they were tickling your ears saying, oh, this is going to happen. And, Jesus is going to come this date and everything, and said it and nothing happens. So that's rapture regret. This is when people get for following man instead of Jesus Christ. So, don't abandon your faith. It's just God was just testing your faith. See if you were really, had spiritual discernment to know it was him. And sadly it wasn't him. Don't leave your church. This is just what man does, when you're not hearing the voice of God through the word of God.